By whom? The great powers.
You mean the Cylon Empire?
No.
I want a complete report on the Cadillac station. Cranium probe, your assistance, everything, up to and including psychoelectron recall.
Your people will decide. Under my leadership.
But they're so beautiful.
Don't be beguiled. Taunt you with a glow that conceals everlasting darkness. Look away, Sheba.
Who are you?
I of another world. Degree of being developed far in advance of your own.
I have no idea what kind of alien
Prepare
you
for me 3
are.
tests. As I have the power to move that
You
object,
kind of look like a
so I
Yoda.
have the power to deliver your people. I will deliver your enemy unto you this night.
Bring the fleet to full alert.
Yes, sir. What is it? What's happening?
I have just received a direct communique from Baltar.
What?
Requesting permission to come aboard the Galactica.
You turned me into it one day.
This is an event unlike any we've experienced since the destruction of our civilization. Baltar's ship is reaching our quadrant and is being intercepted by an elite squadron which will escort the treasonous instrument of our Holocaust directly into our hands. Word is spreading like sunbursts through every corner of the fleet. Is the jubilation unprecedented as Baltar is brought before the Council of 12? It is just as Count Ely promised. Our enemy has been delivered. And now, the exciting conclusion of War of the Gods.
Baltar, you have been found guilty of treason against the state, and in violation of every code of moral and ethical conduct known to man. You are sentenced to spend the rest of your life in confinement aboard the prison barge. No, I say you cannot do this. I came to you under a sign of truce. You need me. We need each other. There is a power greater than yours, greater than the Cylon Empire. It will destroy us all unless we unite.
May I address the council? Baltar.
Who are you?
I'm Count Ibley, and I will lead these people away from your ruthless pursuit.
That voice. There's something about your voice. I've heard it before.
It is the voice of truth. It will lead these people, as it has led you, to surrender to their justice.
I came here of my own free will.
Just as you willingly dropped to your knees to accept your punishment.
Remove him.
Who is he? Who? You can't. Do this to me. I came here.
There would be 2 more prerequisites to our bargain. One, that I should lead you to Earth, and the other was to be decided amongst yourselves. May I remind you that the people are expectant. Now, they rejoice in the fall of Baltar, but soon they will demand that the journey to Earth begin. When you have decided, you will find me amongst the people in celebration.
But I believe we should all join in the celebration. And I see no reason to delay electing Count Ely to the presidency of our court. Are there any dissenting votes?
If I may. It's true Count Ely has done as promised. And as you said, sir, it was inspiration. However, there are still questions unanswered. Warriors who disappeared, surviving events still to be studied. May I suggest adjournment until the same time tomorrow?
Fair enough. The Council of 12 stands adjourned.
Saint Baltar, do not pace. You, sit, old friend.
I will not.
And you cannot ever again force me to do anything against my will. I know you.
I remember that voice.
The voice of the Cylon Imperious leader.
Silenced machine.
Yes, now. But once they were a race of beings who allowed themselves to be overcome by their own technology.
And when did this happen?
1,000 Yarans ago. At the onset of the 1,000 Yaran War against the humans.
And for my voice to be the voice of the Imperious leader, it would have to have been transcribed into machine leader 1,000 Yarans ago. I'd have to be 1,000 Yarans old. Do not fear, my friend. All is not lost.
Please come with me. I want you to attend the games.
Athena, I've told you I have too many things on my mind, and I have decisions which I must make.
You sound just like Apollo. Now he's decided not to play tonight. It's causing dissension within the fleet.
I've never made that decision.
What do you know? I've been looking all over for you. Where have you been? Foxy, hold it. Foxy.
Hey, I'm talking to you. Now, since when you just walk out of here without giving me a hug, huh?
My friends all say you're a coward.
A coward? Foxy, what are you talking about?
They say you're afraid to play in the games.
Foxy, why would I be afraid? Huh? We have the best team in the fleet. We can beat anybody.
Count Ipley says that Boomer's team's gonna win.
Since when does Count Ipley know anything about Triac?
My friends say you're afraid if you lose. It'll prove Count Ipley's smarter than Grandfather. That he should be our new leader.
Foxy, my not playing the games has nothing to do with my father. It has to do with wasting my time, laughing, and carrying on like nothing is wrong while friends of mine may be out there dying. Now, can you understand?
A wise man can have profit in the wind.
And you go and tell your friends that I said it doesn't matter who wins the games, and I'd be just as happy to see Boomer win for a change.
It isn't easy, is it?
Answer, assholes. Still assholes. Set your dagging on them.
Now,
Get him, boy!
I can explain my feelings to a small child. I can explain them to myself.
Get him.
I've got to live rather well. I'm not sure I agree with you entirely.
You of all people think I should play.
Would it serve any purpose for you to sit in your quarters, think about your missing friends? So, don't make it more difficult for me. And don't leave me with 220 ships full of enthusiasts who are outraged because you didn't show up to play. You'd just be serving Count Ipley's cause. He's become quite popular. I think half the fleet would be ready to follow him right now.
Father, if you think that my not playing in the games will shift the balance his way, then I'll play.
Fine. I don't think you'd be doing your missing friends disservice. In fact, you may even be helping.
Looks like, Sideshow Bob's daughter.
Does. Hardly does.
I would not want to get killed by that motherfucker.
Hmm?
I would not want to get killed by Sideshow Bob.
This house took care of that. meeting right now, so I don't have time to shop for the perfect avocado. Sam, you're still on mute. Luckily, the shoppers on Instagram shop like me.
Or
So I can go to
it puts the
yoga class
lotion on the
instead of hunting
skin.
for a
Huh?
cheap
Or
place.
it gets the hose again.
You like that? Shopping myself. Ooh, nice hair. Thanks. You too. Instacart. Shop like you. Without shopping. Visit instacart.com or download the app to get free delivery on your first order. So credit cards may have been redebit card with a credit builder feature that helps you predict your credit score.
It gets you credit for your everyday purchases.
Even if you never had a credit score.
Check this out.
Go, go, go.
I can't believe you can stand that.
We just earned credit using debit. Hey, what?
Hashtag goals.
I just earned credit for that. You just got drugs, son.
You got jobs.
Free credit scores, no fee debit card that builds your credit.
Download Credit Sesame for free.
You have demanding goals and they do all the work.
Straighten your teeth while you sleep with Smile Direct Club Nighttime Aligners.
You just put them in when you go to bed. You don't have to wear them all day. They don't interfere with your daily lifestyle at all.
You can have your teeth straightened while you sleep. You don't have time to wear something while they're sleeping.
Be able to wear them just at night. It's perfect for me. Choose easy. Choose Smile.
Thanks, Smile Direct Club.
Get started for free at SmileDirectClub.com.
Uma, good luck. You too.
Well, so much for my immortal glory.
Oh, don't give up before you've begun. You are good.
I am good. He is better, but I'd give anything to be him just once.
I heard you felt that way.
Maybe I can need help. And nothing can beat skills.
The commander's son is a trifle too sure of himself. Maybe that weakness can be exploited.
Well, obviously, you've never played Triad against Starbuck McCullough.
No, but I'd like to. Through you. How badly would you like to win?
Is it just me, or does everyone seem especially festive that we lost? I don't remember anybody being this happy when we won, including me.
Oh, God. TV, disco music,
There is a new air of optimism.
worst electric dance music, most racist
Games of just
feelings of throwing myself through the television and kicking someone's ass.
Some of these people are in critical jobs.
Yes,
You're lucky not to have grown up in the disco era.
I did.
There was so much disco on TV, you couldn't get away from it.
I wouldn't want to.
You just don't seem to get saved. Why don't you let me offer you a little consolation?
They make a handsome couple.
Really? I somehow had the impression you were interested in Shiva for yourself.
Why should she be limited to one man? For you and I, one woman.
I get the feeling I might like this place you come from.
I can see you and I are going to be soulmates. Let me offer you a drink.
Can't see any harm in one drink.
I thought Starbucks, he called you a soulmate.
Surprised you asked me to dance, not count it.
They rope dance. So,
Jealous. Have you hold it? Even in the short time that you've known me, do you really think I let something as petty as jealousy interfere with my judgment when the lives of every man, woman, and child could be at stake? Do you?
You dumbass.
it's so fucked up, man. Even the funk bands did disco. They had to, you know, they shit wouldn't sell. Lots of rock bands did disco, including Kiss.
What's happened to all our personnel? What's your explanation, General?
A great many of our personnel are in life station relief.
Then why hasn't the chief life officer notified me?
He unfortunately was one of the first stricken.
Stricken?
Quite simply an overdose of pleasure.
Can't be serious. What about curfew for duty officers?
Apparently some leeway has been granted.
By whom?
Count Ibley.
Launch a security screen immediately. I want to see Count Italy in my quarters.
Sir? Thus far, no pilots have responded to the alert. What's going on here? Get moving! It's a red alert! Let's go! Everybody out! Start over. What's going on here? Come on, wake up! It's a red alert! I don't think everybody made it back to the Galactica. Spread all over the fleet. Get up! Come on! Come on! Get up! Come on, ladies! Come on! Gentlemen!
More racism. The nigger was the last one to get up. Actually, worse, more lazy than everybody else. Oh!
You just saved your son's life. Now, this is the way you run your ship, Adana. There may be more to dig up with the consul and my ascension to the presidency. I may relieve you of your command as military leader as well. This may be of no interest to you, young man. But the fleet's under attack. Respond to the klaxon or I'll have you arrested.
Huh?
Who was attacking us? What are they? What are you?
I have told you all you are capable of comprehending.
A man of such remarkable powers. You show very great concern for those life forces observing us so closely.
They too are from my dominion.
Then why do you fear them?
Fear no man, no creature,
Not even God.
but to you primitive children know what you call God.
Only that we have been given laws which cannot be broken by any man or creature.
Those laws do not apply to me.
I wonder.
Just where in Hades Hall do you think you're going? Landed at right center. Gonna give myself one of those white lights and make myself a fire. Did you see that? I blew him right out of the universe. Omar, he left you standing still.
destroys. Step on behind me. I can't stand it. So, what happened to you? I don't know, Apollo. One night running was on my scanner, and the next he was gone. I mean, just disappeared. Let's get back and see what we came up with. Back? Paul, are you crazy? What do you mean get back? What about Bowman? We can't just leave him out here. He's not out here, Starbuck. He's someplace else. Someplace out of our reach.
They're not necessarily hostile.
Not necessarily hostile. What do you call losing 8 pilots?
I don't know the answer to that, but they haven't attacked the fleet.
So far. We're studying our ships and our life forms to determine our weaknesses, to find the best way to destroy us. Father, if an attack is coming, there's one person among us who knows all about it, about these alien beings who are watching us. I say we dump him right back where we found him. Whatever's happening, he's at the heart of it. All our troubles began when we brought him aboard.
We can't turn back time. Count Iblis is becoming very popular in the fleet. In a few centaurs, the council will elect him to the president.
Father, there has to be some way to stop that from happening.
How? He gives our people everything they desire? Hope? Food?
And what is he looking for in return? What price do we pay? And what's his connection with them?
There's no question they've responded to some extraordinary influence.
Any ideas?
Possibly. Come over here. Our normal seismic and cosmic monitoring went right off the chart yesterday and today. According to calculations from the bridge, those occurrences coincided precisely with the presence of the unidentified ships.
In other words, those ships might have given off energy that might have influenced the growth of these plants.
Could have. I mean, it's no different in principle to plants leaning towards and receiving energy from the sun.
Then you think it was the ships, rather than Count Iblis, that caused the plants to go crazy and multiply?
I said it's a possibility.
I should like it better than the alternative. Thanks, Doc. Keep on. Apollo, you've got that look. What do you think? Listen, why don't you rest up? You're probably still suffering from the effects of that party. I want to do some thinking.
It's impolite not to make your presence known.
Finally think I've discovered how Count Iblis has been pulling off these miracles. So can I see you do this?
This is not a miracle, Apollo. This is a simple test of mind over matter. Along the key study of our military institute. I remember. I used to drive your mother mad. Bending, eating utensils until she made me stop the practice.
How come I never knew?
It was before you were born, Apollo. It was in my early days at the Institute. A special program, strictly a military study. Our life expectancy, now, silence notwithstanding, is about 200 yards. We're just beginning to utilize some portion of our brain's incredible potential. Now imagine, if you will, a race of beings whose life expectancy is thousands of years. A race of that kind would certainly have learned to do what we would consider to be miraculous things.
And that's what you think we're dealing with here. With Count Iblis and these strange lights.
No, not lights. The ancient ones, the lords of first settlement Cobo, spoke of visitations from what they in their primitive way referred to as angels.
Think of them as custodians of the universe, advanced beings, very highly advanced, whose mandate it is to make certain that their powers are never abused by anyone of their own kind. And they're watching him. Meaning he's one of them. Or was. The key, I believe, is to be found in that ship that crashed on the planet where you discovered Eeplee. Father, that's just what I've been thinking. Now, you said you couldn't get close enough to examine the ship because of radion levels. Yeah, but with special equipment. Right. Now, I want you to go back there. Alone. You mustn't tell anyone of this. You must forget this conversation. Eeplee will pick out your thoughts as easily as listening to a klaxon. Understand? I hope so. This could be the most important mission of your life. How will you avoid the Count? You run into him, you'll know where I've gone. I'll crowd my mind with other thoughts. That too was part of the Institute's investigation into telepathic communication. How is it after all this time I'm still learning things about my own father? How is it that after all this time I'm still learning things about my own son?
Apollo! What are you doing here? I'm coming with you. Starbuck, I'd love to have you with me, but I gave my word I wouldn't tell anybody about this mission. Well, that's one promise you already broke. I gotta go. It could be life or death for all of us. In that case, I between me and you. Oh. Single-handed combat. The lives of everyone. Starbuck, I don't think you understand. More than you think. Look, you're the one that's always telling me I let my ego get in the way. Count Italy has Sheba swooning, so has nothing to do with Sheba. Maybe. And maybe not. I just know you're not going out to do whatever it is you're going out to do. Without me. In order for this mission to succeed, it must be a secret. Apollo, we got a guy on board this bird who reads minds. Now, what happens if I should bump into him? Okay, buddy, let's go. I was hoping you could see things my way.
The shuttle is being launched. It wasn't scheduled. Captain Apollo said to check with you. Yes, I know. A passenger ship asked for some special instruction on the game of Triad to disable the children on board the ship. Captain Apollo thought it might be impressive for them if the real champions went out on the fringes of the fleet. A nice idea. Yeah. Colonel, would you happen to know where Count Italy might be at the moment? Yes, he's visiting the Agro Ship 9 with Sheba, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. If you should happen to ask to see me, would you tell him I'm on a sleep period? For how long? Until further notice. That shuttle that just launched, what are its docking instructions with one of the passenger ships?
Passenger ships? I don't understand. Shuttle Alpha just headed off across the quadrant.
Across the quadrant?
Was something wrong?
No. What could be wrong?
I always feel such peace here. It's the only place that even comes close to forest. And even if it is floating in space, it's alive. I can feel it. Is it?
What are you up to, Adama?
What? What's the matter? Where are you going?
Progress report on Shuttle Alpha.
It is just leaving scanner range. It's heading toward the planet, the one
where my ship crashed.
Count Italy, where did you come from?
Who is in that shuttle?
I don't know. Exactly.
Captain Apollo and who else?
I don't really know.
Where is Adama?
Well, he's...
Thank you. Yes, Colonel.
I'm sorry, sir, but it's Count Italy. I think he's on his way to see you, and it has something to do with the shuttle.
Thank you, Colonel. I'll handle it.
I left orders that I was not to be disturbed.
You have sent your son in search of my identity.
You told us your identity.
When a mortal breaks a bargain with me, there is a high price to be paid.
I don't believe in you, Count Ghibli. As did those poor souls destroyed on your ship on the planet. They followed you, and they paid the price.
There is a price that you will pay. A life more meaningful to you than your own.
That's where the answer lies. Let's go.
Commander, no sign of coming.
And nothing from the ships in the fleet.
If you were anywhere on the Galactica or within the fleet, we'd know it.
There is one possibility. A single Viper launched without clearance.
I'm sorry, that was Sheba.
Sheba? She went after them.
The launch bay confirmed it. They tried to stop her, but
Father, we're going to have to issue some kind of statement. Word is spreading throughout the fleet.
she's right. The disappearance of Count Ghibli. I mean, we must find him. He must be here somewhere.
No. No, we won't find him. He's not here. He's down there with them.
Radio level was a myth. How is that possible? How is anything the Count does possible? Let's go take a look at her crew. Everything is pretty well vaporized. Whatever hit this thing must have had the power of the sun. Starbuck!
Father, Starbuck, what are you doing?
Stay back!
I won't stay back. What is it you found?
Chica, you don't want to go in there.
Let me go. I want to see.
You don't want to go in there. Come on. Maybe she should. Maybe you're right. Take a look.
All right, I will.
No! Not for the need!
I mean, from birth, man, I just knew music was my life. Soul, jazz, reggae, hip-hop. Everybody that come to my house thinks I'm making my own playlist, but it's really all Pandora Station. They in the crates. They with the vinyl, the dust, snap, crackle, pop, all that. When Pandora's playing, it sets moods. It sets energy. It inspires me to make music. It's incredible. I ain't never stopping.
Infinitely woman. J'adore. What a performance ici. Dior.
At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
It has 2 speeds, unlimited warranty, and enough power to move leaves from your yard to your neighbor's yard. And with Instant Karma, it's the best piece of lawn and garden equipment in the world. Because it's free. When you pay with Credit Karma money, you could win Instant Karma, which makes your purchase free. And free feels amazing. That's the feeling of Instant Karma, only from Credit Karma money.
The story has to earn its way into our newscast. If something breaks anywhere, we'll have it. Extreme weather, no longer a question of when, but where. The context you need. What will people in cities and towns across the country see? The information you have to have for tomorrow. Are masks with us forever so that you can make individual decisions for you and your family?
Just the news.
Probably forever,
The
yes.
facts, the truth, the news with Shepard Smith. Weeknight, 7 Eastern, CNBC.
This is Drive Time, where you have a 99% chance of getting approved for a car, even if you don't have great credit. You may even qualify for $0 down.
Awesome, because my credit is...
Great. That's why we built the Smart Approval Machine, or SAM.
Hello. Is this the real machine you guys use for approvals?
Oh no, these buttons don't approve your phone.
Sam is for fun.
Not just your credit score.
I got approved.
I told you, 99%. Visit DriveTime.com, get approved, and see if you qualify for $0 down. Drive Time, genius.
Jiva,
Mm.
come to me. Don't listen to him,
Mm.
Turn around and look at what we found.
Don't be deceived. You're mine. Come. Be with
Mm-mm.
Shiva.
Do not touch her. She is mine. She has given herself to me freely.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Come out of it. Hear me.
Let her go. I command it.
You command no one who does not willingly give you dominion. You have no power over me.
You know who I am.
Yes, I finally know. Shiva, think back to the ancient records. Mephistopheles, Diabolos, Prince of Darkness.
I will give you one more chance before I strike her down. Death to her, Apollo. May her soul curse you through eternity.
Apollo! Apollo!
Oh my God. He's dead.
You killed him!
Shiva, come.
No.
Shiva. You want to come.
No. I could never follow you again. Apollo, what have I done?
You didn't do it, Shiva. He did it. Listen. What's wrong, Count?
Nothing's wrong.
Then why do you look so worried? Did you break some kind of rule?
It's time for me to go.
Why? What happened? Was it then your dominion to strike down a follower? A soul given to you freely, and not an innocent? A spirit whose life you took against his will?
No one has dominion over me.
I wonder.
It will come another time. Another place. And we will meet again.
He's supposed to be Mephistopheles or Satan.
Starbuck, he's gone. He just vanished. Everything's exactly the same as it was when he first appeared.
No. One thing's different.